I don't think we have one principle. I think we apply a number of different techniques to reach to a design.
We worked with İKSV team for a long time to figure out what that space wanted to be. And we are so proud that it became a gift to the city and to all the participants of arts and cultures that don't normally maybe have the courage to come into their space. So it became this little living room, workshop space, children's playroom. We used to be where the shop was, and it was used as a gallery before. What I think for us also one of the most exciting things in that space was how to keep it very simple, but at the same time have this glass element that was gifted to İKSV by VCE Glass, and they said they would only gift it if it was something super exciting to make.
So if we think about cities as places where children are growing up and the urban space, then the outdoors becomes really important also when we bring up our children. It's not only about nutrition, it's also about nutrition. It's not about only about what toys they have, it's also about how they perceive the city as they go from home to their playground, to their grandparents. And so that's where actually you gain also the most benefit if you invest as a city. If we make sure that our small kids have a good and enriching experience in the urban environment, then we actually have a bigger chance of, let's say, having healthy grown-ups.
So Zümrütevler is one of, I think, the most wonderful examples because we managed to, together with Maltepe municipality, take away 6 parking spots and 2 trash bins to gain a public square for this neighborhood that actually otherwise is quite dense and doesn't have as many kind of public squares or parks. The strategy that we are exploring is how do we slow down traffic. We know that at a national scale there is a desire to make pedestrian first streets. But it's not so easy to just write pedestrian first on the pavement and expect the cars to slow down. So the more interesting thing is actually to see how can we design to make the cars slow down. So this whole implementation project was first done as a prova, what we call the interim design or the prova, to make it also a part of co-design effort. So we would get the neighborhood to be aware that there was going to be some changes, but they would have a chance to respond to it. So that's it. That's why it's only done with paint, at least in the beginning. And then afterwards, just now recently, Maltepe municipality is completing the actual capital investment. So there is real pavers and real.
By having been part of, let's say, the space of the cultural space for architects, I think it's just exciting to see as many initiatives that there are, and it's super important that there is support structures that are bringing the voices of designers, architects, and many other people out there. So I really appreciate your effort to bring good